Uh, Welcome, everybody. I was just sitting here with my eyes closed before we just started and listening to that beautiful tune playing. And it's from the movie Lion. You might recognize it, but what I love about that movie is the person's search for home for, his whole life, and then discovering it in the physical form. Very touching, true story. So just noticing how we don't feel so at home with some things that are happening, feelings, thoughts, conditions, situations, stuff that's going on, looking like it's not so good or we're against it. Just a little tiny bit or a whole lot. Thoughts that I'm not safe in this situation. It's a threat. And what I love about this gathering of inquiry, like meditation, is just noticing the unconditional allowing for that all to be here. Like, even if something in our minds say, oh, but I really don't like it, I wish it wasn't here, it's nevertheless actually here. And just letting that, be noticed, aware. It could be okay. That starting point in the work, seeing whatever it is we're opposing or arguing with or don't like, and totally okay that that's happening. Not wrong that that is happening. It just seems like that's what happens in thought. It's in favor or against so much. So it's welcoming in, that whatever's arising, whatever you're noticing, whatever you're seeing doesn't look so good. I mean, it's funny because, of course, the work, working and inquiry can be done on anything, even the things that actually look good, favorable, whether they're with us or not. This has to stay because it's so good. I need that because it's really good and I don't have it. I don't like this because it's present. So just noticing whatever that is, or the bunches of things that are there. And just see what wants to come up for inquiry today. What would you like to take a look at? And if there's no wrong thing or best thing to pick or right thing to be picking, I just want to look. I really want to look. It's noticing something really wants to look and see what makes me not feel so at home being alive. So anyone want to share what they're noticing? And it doesn't have to mean you're going to jump in and do the work. Maybe you will. It's okay to sometimes think that first point of just recognizing something. Yeah, this is disturbing. This bothers me. This bothers me repetitively. This comes up over and over and bothers me. Just notice what you're opposed to. I mean, how fun to let that be there and be a human. No needing to edit. Yeah, Sarah. Thank you.
Yeah, I just don't feel right in my body right now. I just don't feel right. Something's wrong.
Ah,
Um, I feel like I want to cry. I can't think of any reason why. I keep trying to say, "Oh, well, just put a smile on your face and, forget about it. It's going to go away, so don't even worry about it." Um, yeah, and I have this catch in my throat and um no, a little bit embarrassed, but not a lot. Just very grateful to be here on this first Friday. And
mm,
yeah, I'm trying to figure out why I feel this way. It's causing me a lot of suffering right now.
mm.
I mean, I don't like my hair when I'm doing a lot of hair cutting myself, which is always a bad sign.
Ah,
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with my hair, but it just doesn't seem right. And my whole face doesn't seem right.
mm.
The way I feel in my stomach doesn't feel right. Yeah.
Describe that well. And that's something when you when you when you look at that area, what that feels like in your throat, it feels like a catch. I don't know.
Mhm.
What what is that like? What texture or temperature or color is it?
Um, oh, yeah, it feels very kind of closed off,
Mm,
kind of dark. If I could just say the right things, then everything would be fine. If I could just speak my mind, and then everything would be fine. Yeah, that's how it feels. Yeah.
right. So
Yeah, actually, there's a little bit of lessening of tension now that I've just said that.
ah,
There's just a little bit less. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it's kind of sweet. It's like, what if yeah, what if something feels disturbed and it kind of has a location or it's showing up here, and I notice I have the thought I need to figure it out, and I also have the insight like something wants to be said, but I'm thinking about it needs to be the right thing, and
Hmm.
then I'll be okay.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, and I'm also hungry. I'm aware that I'm hungry, and this is a time where I usually have a second breakfast, and I'm not. I've just said to myself, I'm not going to do that, and I'm hungry.
ah,
Yeah, and that brings up issues around just not listening to my body, just which is a familiar. I'm hungry, but I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm just going to ride it out. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
good. It was, it
Yeah.
was like noticing, body things,
Hmm. Yeah.
looking at the face, looking at a sensation. Oh, and there's hunger. I think I'll ignore it. Um,
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. 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 And there's a feeling of being depressed, pushed. I feel like I'm pushing myself down. There's some sensation of heaviness that I have today. Um, I I don't feel bright and cheery,
Hmm.
and I don't see any reason why I wouldn't. I can't figure it out. Can't figure it out. Yeah.
I really love you saying, I need to figure this out. If it was just a foggy day, you wouldn't have
Right.
thought I need to figure this out.
Right.
There would be something in you that just knows that's what it's like today.
Right. Right.
I mean, we humans love to look at the weather and study, there's PhD degrees about it. And we're just studying this phenomena. We're looking at it because we're so curious. But yeah, don't really know if there's a reason why, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I love how Diane's sharing also. I'm feeling irritated with everything this morning, from eating, also eating, to spilling my muffin. Not happy with insomnia right now. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
my body should be different than it is. It's a really powerful one.
Mm.
This body condition should be different than it is.
Yeah, if I had thick hair that did anything I wanted, then everything would be perfect.
Yes.
My whole life would be perfect then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that happiness of having that, and there we go from there.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's where this inquiry goes today. Just noticing the body. And
Mm-hmm.
if anyone else wants to, just share, touch into that, noticing body conditions, or even if you just wanted to speak, here's something I'm opposing. And I really maybe you're even drawn to the call because you want to just be like, I want to look at this. I want to be, maybe I don't want to say it out loud, but if you want to speak it, sometimes that's just that part of saying it out loud, like instead of trying to be cheerful all the time, like you said, Sarah, or having there be a right way and a wrong way. I need to be, fine with everything or whatever it is that the mind is talking about. Mhm. And Nita sharing, yes, the sense of things should be more right all around. I'm getting that. Well,
This is Ka. I want to just say that what I've been dealing with for 5 weeks is extreme light sensitivity. I'm really blessed today with the cloudy sky. In comfort, I can look out my windows. And it's so much that way that I'm going, I actually could get out in the car and drive someplace today. And I don't know if it's a good idea or if it will bring back headaches. And tired of the light sensitivity. I'm tired of trying to make choices moment to moment, whether I can go into this room, whether I need to put on sunglasses to do it. And even noticing when I'm really having trouble seeing that, oh, I need to take off my sunglasses because my eyes aren't doing the adjusting that eyes would normally do or something. Are the doctors really going to do anything? And going to an appointment is very strenuous. Being in fluorescent lights is horrible. The eye appointment when I can't stand to look into their machine is like, what use is this? So there's, when I'm calm and I just sit here and be with whatever I can be with, even if it's being in a corner of the room with the shades shut and I just relax. I just feel such a gift that I can even see. There's so many gifts. I'm mostly abiding in this place of abundance, the spaciousness I have because I'm not doing as much, all of that good. But when it comes to I got to make some decisions about this. This is hard, and I'm getting weary of it.
Okay. Really great description of same focus of a condition in the body, and just looking and seeing. It's not 24/7. It's not 100% of the time that I hate it. I even find gratitude in these moments, but it's difficult. I'm suffering because it's underway.
Yeah, and there's a sense of being on duty. I need to be on duty about this all the time. unless I'm going to just sit still and the sun's not changing, because sometimes even when I just sit still, it's like, it's cloud moved. Oh, interruption of sitting still.
Yeah.
So, it's that sense of how vigilant do I need to be, taking care of this. I mean, look at this, my baby. This is a fussy baby right now. How much does she need? And could she just take a good long nap and let me just be relaxed for a little while?
Yeah. So good to see that. Anyone else have that sense of, just something that's a condition? Can it just stop? Noticing when we say chronic pain, like it's something's chronic, it means it's lasting. This chronic experience just means it comes back again and it comes back again. And that can even be a thought, like a way of seeing somebody or a way of seeing something. Like, oh, there it is again. And I need to figure it out, and I need to be on duty, and then I need to look at it. And I might even have the thoughts like I need to do the work on it, like it's a I mean, that can be a great idea. But just like, here it is. But so just, find your thing, and maybe we'll just move with this today because it's what appeared, what came up. Love it. I can totally find it. Physical conditions, identifying with the body that way and noticing it's a problem. It doesn't matter what it is. Like if you didn't judge whatever it is, everyone can just find this for themselves. Like whatever condition, all right to be looking. And like Sarah, I like that you mentioned, I look at my hair and I think it's all right to be just sitting with that and really note the part that might say, it doesn't really matter, hair changes all the time, it'll grow, or whatever. I already know it doesn't matter what your hair is like. It's like letting the voice be there that cares about what your hair's like. Really would just love it to be that other way. So see what you would have if you had this condition that you don't like. Go away or be different. What would you have? What does your mind say? Why is that a good thing? Anita says freedom, ease, peace. I can't have those when this thing's happening, says the mind. Yeah, says the thought. Yeah, Sarah, did you have something?
Well, I mean, the negative voices just keep coming up. It's like, well, okay, then I probably would be more happy and I would be less having to be perfectionistic about my hair and stop cutting it and all that. And then this voice comes up and says, yeah, but I mean, that's who you are. It's like, oh, I don't know. It's a little bit sketchy,
Like who you are is this one with the damaged
Yeah,
hair.
yeah.
Hair that doesn't look good. That's just who I am.
There's just something wrong with me, and so that's something that I just kind of live with.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I just have to put up with this, or yeah.
Yeah. There's just a sense of I really don't want to make this go away right now. I'm kind of in a funk,
Mm-hmm.
and if I can just be in this funk, even though it feels really, really terrible,
Mm. Yeah.
and I'm like, yeah,
Which is great to see too. Something wants to just be where it is. All right.
yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna have to work on it. Let's just be where it
here,
is.
here I am in a funk
Yeah.
and laughing.
I love it. There's some wisdom in that, here I am. Probably change, right?
Yeah,
I mean, what if the project was stay in a funk and never get out of it? That wouldn't even work. Yeah.
oh yeah. Wisdom tells me it just is what it is.
Mhm.
I don't have to make it go away. Um, it it's going to shift because my wisdom tells me that it always does.
Mhm.
So I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
It won't stay. Nothing stays.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Really sweet to
A
see.
little more lighthearted. Just a little more lighthearted. Yeah, yeah.
I love it. So yeah, Christine.
Oh, what would I have? What I would have is I could relax more. Mine was I was having a lot of hot flashes while trying to relax last night, watching a program. I pulled up the comfy down, comforter like up for the couch and had a sweater on, and I'm all comfy, and then I've got to peel everything off. And then after it's done, I'm cold and put everything back on. And then happens again. And it's just, and all I wanted to do was just relax.
Can't relax when this is happening. Yes.
Yeah. So peel things off, then put them back on. And it just, and I had the thought, I just can't wait till this goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
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 And yet during the day, busy, doesn't seem to bother me having to take off a sweater.
Uh-huh.
But then it bothers me when I wear too warm of clothes when I go out. And, so it's just all this strategizing of what to wear. So don't get too hot or get too cool. And it just feels like a lot of work.
Yeah. One.
Mhm.
Yeah. Some
Yeah.
notice comes and goes, but I don't like doing it. It was funny. Somebody was noticing in this past week doing the work on like just chores and like vacuuming again, like I just cleaned the kitchen floor again, and same thing, like it's a pain. Why can't it just stay intact longer, or at least, or whatever, just watching that stuff that reappears. But in some cases, like some of you have mentioned, conditions that, I mean, they look physical in the body, and will this ever stop? I love
Yeah.
that.
And then I try to figure it out, like what is it causing the stress that causes this to happen? Because
Yeah.
I've noticed it before. And then I start to use my mind to try and figure it out, and what can I do differently, and blah, 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 blah. And then things I've read come into play of, what not to eat, and,
Yeah.
this and that. So it's just, all I wanted to do was relax.
Yeah. Awesome. And it definitely is talking about how you aren't relaxed. And it looks like we aren't. So we're not saying we're crazy or something, but it really looks like it. Yeah. Okay. Love it. I like how Robin's sharing. If I didn't have a saggy neck skin, if I didn't have that saggy neck skin, I'd feel and look younger and prettier and more open to life. I'd like my appearance and maybe myself better. So I'd have a different feeling walking around in life if this thing went away. And I love noticing what I think I would really have, like what's the story, and you don't have to know right now, but you know, I'd have, if I would walk around in life, we don't even see our own necks walking around in life. So in some ways it can't be like, I don't even see my own neck, but there's something about how I'm being seen, right? I mean, it just really, I'm thinking other people will be more open to me and like my appearance. And I'm just so sure that they don't. So I don't have this, and I want that. I don't have it, and I want it. So what would I have? I'd have that relaxation, freedom, peace, openness. I'd have openness, safety. Sometimes it is. So in this state where the thing is here, it's blocking this good thing that I like. That's why it has to go away. Because then I'll be okay. It's blocking the goodness. So let's just see if that's true. That this thing that's come in, it looks like it's, you know, descending upon me or showed up, not wanted, is blocking that ease, freedom, rest. Is that true? It's blocking peace, whatever your word is. Is that true? And if you've got a yes, see if it's absolutely true. This actually, you know, takes away or blocks, makes it so no freedom or ease or peace or relaxation is available. It's just can't happen when this is here. Is that absolutely true?
No.
How'd you find your no, Sarah?
When you said absolutely, I mean, I just can't, you know, there's nothing outside of myself that blocks me. It's me. That it's like, I'm just being in a moment here. And that's all it is. No one's doing it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I'm so structured to run away from it and fix it. And that's why I cut my hair. I keep cutting. It's like fix. And it just gets worse.
Doing wants to happen. Yes.
Yeah, but I think that conditioning is, I'm really seeing how in growing up, that was a really such a integral part of my childhood and trying to fix what was not working.
Mm,
And it was out of my power.
mm.
Yeah.
This is
And
great.
but I kept trying, and I kept trying. I mean, I think I can see the people pleaser in me. I can make things, I can turn things around and make them better. Watch me. I can do that, and then just kind of denying what I really feel.
Mm,
Like making it that has been a way of coping. Yeah.
mm,
To really look at it is the first time I've ever really, really looked at that. I mean,
mm,
I know I have emotions and moods
mhm,
but to really see it as it was a real coping thing for me. And I use it today. And I mean, with my husband, lots of times, I'll just take on the cheerful days instead of, you know, just saying what I really feel.
mm,
And I thought about saying to him, you know, I'm feeling kind of funky and I don't know, I just don't feel right today. And then I didn't.
mhm.
I didn't. I came here instead. But that whole funky feeling is not the same as it was when I first came online.
Uh-huh.
It's shifted. I can feel it. You
Mhm,
know,
mhm,
it's not the same throat catch. It's
mhm,
not the same
mhm,
stomach kind of tightness.
mm,
It's something has shifted and I can see the pattern and where it came from. And something it's now it's more of a choice. Seems to me more of a choice.
mm,
Um, where it doesn't have quite the control over me, which is a good feeling.
mhm.
Doesn't change the fact that I don't like my hair today, but okay.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm probably not gonna like it tomorrow either.
great to see that it's just not so serious, liking or not liking, and
Quite not so serious. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. But I still, still feel that way.
Mhm,
Not, it's not, there's a little bit of a fogginess, a grayness that is I'm getting it from the day.
mhm,
It's kind of like that's a reading of me inside my weather report. It sort of feels like what it looks like outside today.
mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I love what you're describing. It's some of it, and it's how we react and what happens when we're thinking that. It's like what occurs to the mind, and it looks about, talking about like boom, there's images of the past and
Mhm.
what I started doing a long time ago, and or what I refer to and know to do, or problem solve, or uh, and the thoughts I need to do something. I even I think Ka was saying early on, like I need to make a decision about this. Like there's a decision that's coming down the way.
Yeah.
Might not have to have it right now, but it's going to happen. And kind of looking at just that it sees past and
Mm.
looks into the future. I'll probably not like my hair tomorrow, says the mind. Very fast. It's all very, very quick.
Yep.
All there.
Yep.
How do I react when I'm thinking this? I need it to go away. This condition is blocking my happiness.
Mm.
You see, we would do the same exact thing with people. They're acting like that, and that is ruining my day, or my moment.
Yep.
I do
Yeah.
that. And Anita saying, how do I react? I like to drag myself to the mud sometimes and make things harder on myself by thinking I need to change and figure it out, which can be very stressful when we're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, when there's, how do I change? Or figuring it out, I'll say the same exact thing. I need to figure this out. And it's usually definitely thinking that needs to figure it out.
Right.
It's a thought word, for sure.
Mhm. Yeah.
So how do I react? And then images of what it would be like or what it was like when I didn't have this. I
Wow.
remember what it was like when I didn't think this, or those moments when I didn't, or even just looking at other people who don't have it, saying, oh, they're so lucky over there. They've got peace or ease, joy. Surely they do. I'm just sure they do over there.
Yeah.
I see somebody with beautiful hair that my mind is saying is beautiful. Oh, they must be having an awesome time. With their hair.
There's someone with a perfect life.
Yeah. Yeah. Or that great body, or that body in that condition, or that body
Oh,
that
yeah.
doesn't have that disease. And we'll see people where there's a body that does have a condition or disease and think, oh, that looks so frightening. That looks so dangerous. That looks scary. That looks like suffering over there. I love noticing with this inquiry. I mean, it's just so beautiful, really, the noticing of, I am this body. I mean, I'm just totally identified with it, which is not even my fault. We're not saying figure out how to not be identified. It's just noticing.
Yeah.
This is what's so, and this is what I am and who I am. And that's scary. It's scary when it has this going on in it. Even if it's hair, I'll never get the experience of that other kind of hair. Or the experience of that kind of joy or peace or ease. Okay. So the amazing question for who would you be without that story, without that thought that if this was gone, this blocks my inner peace, it blocks my happiness, it blocks my relaxation. Who would you be without that thought? You can trust there's something present there. If I didn't know what this meant or that I need to do something,
Well, I would just think, there's a relaxation that comes in there about if I didn't have that sense of I have to change it or fix it, it makes me think that I'd be a lot more relaxed. I would just be a lot more at peace and relaxed, where I would just say, feeling funky today. Oh, well, like, okay, don't have to take it away.
Yeah.
It just is. I'm just in having feelings that are hard, and it's just, I'm the only one here, so no one's doing it to me. It's not like I can blame anyone, even though I'd like to sometimes, but that doesn't work. But yeah.
Notice even there's a thing that's seeing that there are feelings.
Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, when you said, there's a sense of somebody's kind of watching and giving me this, kind of idea that, well, it's fine to have funky feelings here, I can hold you and you can have those funky feelings and fine. You can be safe and, I'm not going to take them away. Yeah,
Yeah.
fine. You're
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. Yeah.
You're okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Diane's saying, I'd notice more of the intuitive guidance and awareness around me.
Mm,
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
mm,
Lovely to see. It's not, it's sort of narrow. As a friend of mine who does the work says, it's like you're looking through a straw at the thing.
mhm.
Staring at it, it comes up when it's happening. It just seems like the most important, big, giant thing. And without that story, I can notice much more. Just see what's aware of so much more. And it's not even
And I'm
all.
also seeing that when in relationship to other people, like my husband, I think I see that it would be perfectly fine to say to him, you know what, I'm having kind of a funky day. Just wanted to let you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know how he would respond. I mean, not that I have to, but I think he would just say, sure, everybody has days like that. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for telling me.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that puts a whole different, when you in relationship with other people, it's a whole different thing. Nobody has to guess why I'm not myself. No
Uh-huh.
one, it's like takes the pressure off of me. I can just say how I feel. And other people don't have to guesswork. They don't have to tiptoe around me. They can just say, oh, okay, thanks. Yeah.
Nice.
It's
Right.
so much more
No
like
expectations
relaxed.
on the other people. They're just
Yeah.
going as they do, just like my mood.
Yeah.
And Anita, I get a sense of floating with the flow of each moment. Just let life carry me along. Do the next thing and say whatever, as my daddy would say often. That fellow was fabulously relaxed with all the things that happened in life. And Linda says, I meet me and I say, hello. Hello. Very sweet. Yeah. Oh, hello. Right. I was all like, I was watching the movie. Right. Of this thing that's blocking me in the way.
Hmm.
Yeah, without the thought. And without the thought, I am a body. That's how I'm defined. This temporary body.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, like a kind of a
Yeah. It got expansive there. It got
uh,
without the thought, I'm a body. I'm just a body. It got more expansive in terms of, oh, there's more to me than that.
hmm.
It's just
Yeah,
just you know yeah.
makes it like almost without the thought. I am this feeling in the moment.
Right.
And I am this thought. I am these thoughts.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
I am a body. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the story. So let's turn it around. And I love that Anita's saying, right, the me on my deep inside doesn't really care about this thing I'm judging is not right enough.
Mm,
Fantastic to notice the welcoming that's happening.
mm,
Yeah, it's just totally fine that it's showing up the way it's showing up. And turned around, only my thoughts about this feeling are blocking me from
right.
thoughts about this are
My thoughts.
blocking rest, relaxation, joy, peace,
Yeah.
freedom.
Mm.
Yeah, Christine saying my thinking could relax me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm realizing my little monkey mind was very busy
Yes.
trying to figure everything out. What did I do? What I didn't do? Da, da, da.
Yes.
So no wonder I couldn't relax. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. It's like all with that total, the interpretation, this needs to go away. So of course it's like the mind is going, I'm on it. Let's figure out how to make it go away. Tick, 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 tick. Busy.
Yeah. And so conditioned, just like Sarah, like way back to childhood.
Yeah.
Anything wrong with my body, it's my fault.
Oh, yeah.
It's your fault why this is happening to you, I was told. And so you got to fix it now. And so it's still in there of now I've done something wrong.
Yes. I
Yeah.
mean, great to see if that's not true. How do we know
Mhm.
that possibility?
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. And what if, so even as just seeing that, everybody, I love that, I did this because I didn't do it. I mean, I don't know, it just is showing up as it is. And yeah, I get to dance with inquiry in it. So I can wonder, kind of interrupts the thought form that gets tight. But what if there's a fun thing about the turnarounds? What I love is it just kind of turns upside down that thought pattern or the thing that's really gripped is what if the way it is opening me to this quality that I think is blocked? Like this is actually opening me up
Mm-hmm.
to freedom, relaxation, or ease.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That really strikes a note.
Mhm.
What if this is just opening me up? Yeah.
Like a little poke or a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it feels like a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Poke from the universe, from life itself.
Yeah. I mean, there is a message here for me to look at. There's a message
Mm.
that it's bringing to me. Yeah. Hmm.
I love specific examples. I mean, see if you can find one, Sarah. Like,
Well, the whole idea of communicating with people authentically
ah,
rather than hiding feelings,
yeah.
um, and know that they are appreciated in terms of when I'm being authentic.
Mhm.
I don't know if anyone has ever put me down for expressing something that I was authentic, that I really felt. I can't remember anyone ever doing that.
Well,
Although, it's and this whole thing about spring, I get this greening inside, and my husband just happens to be going through a lot of different health concerns that are that is requiring a lot of time right now. And I think it's important for me to listen more closely to what it is that I'm feeling,
mhm,
about all of this, and
mm,
to share it. Yeah. Yeah. Rather than hide it. Yeah.
mm,
Yeah. I think I've been sitting on it, you
mhm,
know,
yeah.
and that's when everything feels pretty bad. Everything
Mm,
feels awful. But just talking about it now, doing that inquiry, that gentleness, that, well, yeah, of course I'm feeling, kind of, I'm feeling kind of heavy because I have all these feelings I haven't expressed.
oh, yeah. Been stacking up a little and they feel,
They've been stacking up a little.
uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's a great advantage for them doing that because it's just like they stack a little and then there's a lot of energy stored and
Mhm,
it feels pretty
mhm.
heavy. And so,
Yep.
uh, yeah, then I just know,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
something moves to express that. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Anyone else find examples of turnarounds? How is this a good thing? How is this an invitation or it's an opening instead of a block to what it is you're looking for? Peace, safety, rest, freedom, even the tiniest example, it can be even the tiniest little example. Yeah, Christine.
Yeah, what I'm noticing is that when the question, what if the hot flashes are opening me to something more, and I have a lifelong, I guess, I don't know, problem issue that I still deal with overworking. And what I've noticed is that when I do too much, I
Mhm.
do get more heat. And yeah, and just still that habit of I've got to get things done and there's this to do and this to do. And
Mm,
yeah, and just noticing the uncomfortability that it brings later on in the day. And so this is just reminding me because I have noticed when I relax more, I have less heat. And so it's actually sounds so simple, but to break the habit of a lifelong, yeah. So I overwork physically and then I can see overwork mentally.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so it's still something I
yeah,
can see this opening me too, like last night, because I was like, and now it's raining again and for the next 3 days. And so I can see more relaxed time and not, yeah.
yeah. It's nice.
Mhm.
Yeah. Love it. Just trusting the advantage.
Yeah, and I was really welcoming it because just
Yeah.
I had been out gardening and planting and just sore muscles. And I was like, oh, okay, this is really great. It's like, thank you for the weather coming because I can not overwork. Yeah. Yeah.
So sweet. Appreciation for something the way it is. And it doesn't mean like sometimes you can find something there that is perceived as a good thing and you can almost wonder about it. I mean, sometimes depending on what the situation is, it's like, oh, it gives me, I don't know, make something up like I had this, not made up, true, um, such an injury that I was out of work for 3 months long ago. And I remember, just thinking, oh, I am no longer at that job. And during that time is when it became very clear I just need to be full-time doing the work, because I was already doing the work with people. And then all of a sudden I didn't have to say no to certain blocks of time because I had this part-time job. And my schedule was just completely full. And I'm like, I would not have done that unless I injured myself. It's bizarre. Because I was such a, worker, filling my schedule. And I mean, just to see the advantages, or just what it's offering. Yeah. And you can just, if you're not even sure what it is, if it looks really bad or dangerous, just be open to letting life show you. Maybe it'll just pop in. Yeah. I remember, noticing that with just the physical body. Saying to myself, I was doing the work on having a cancer diagnosis. This can't be, I cannot find any reason why this is a good thing. And then the example appeared. It's like, wow, okay. Same as that, the injury. It's like, so you might not know yet what it is.
Yeah.
It offers something. And no forcing. It's not about trying to find the good in everything at all. Because even whatever is running is even that's okay that's there. And we don't know. Like, I just love the way my mind, kind of starts talking about how to get somewhere else and be somewhere else. So no agenda with doing the work, just aware. So Linda says, it's an opening to the realization that I thought I was alone again with no help coming. Like I felt as a child. And in that moment of recognition, I am no longer alone. I am with me. It's really sweet. And then you're here, so you're with even all these people that just heard that. Just connection. And Robin, it's an opening to see my identity as spirit, based in heart, not body. Yeah. How can it be? Who I am is just this little, very temporary body. Or what is that? I really wonder about it. Love to. My favorite interesting thing. What is home? Yeah. Is it the body? That's going to be stressful. Very sweet, everyone. Thank you for your participation. Yeah, Christine, my hot flashes are happening for me, not happening to me.
Oh.
This was happening for me, not to me. Isn't that great? Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you all. Lovely work. Thanks for all of your presence.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you.
Thank
Lots of
you.
love.
Thanks, everyone.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.